morning, everyone. It's Tuesday. We're running a little bit late this morning, taking the kids to school. What have I got to tell you? We've got Land Rover in first thing. So Land Rover 90 is having a flip-up Pioneer. We have Den coming in this afternoon in his 2 Series. He's having some under-seat lighting. And we've got a Kicker Key 500.1 setup video to film today. We're going to do that start to finish. No missing content. And we've got 1885 on subscribers. Well done, thank you very much. If you listened and contributed by pressing that button, it is greatly appreciated. So, one thing I wanted to touch on this morning, I've been watching for the last few days, because reading all the reports and things like that, it's making people panicked about Christmas. As you well know, my anxieties are always high this time of year, and obviously having COVID and whatnot, and you know, all that stuff, it escalates it when all you read about is doom and gloom on the news. But to give it some perspective, Boris Johnson, our Prime Minister, is a buffoon, right? He's not doing the best for our country in business or people. I think he could be doing a lot more to help, and he's not. And I think so far so good. We have not seen any difference in the Comic-Con variant of COVID than we have done with the Delta. It seems to be easily transmissible, so was Delta, but as of yet there's not large death rates. And if you pay attention to the South African scientists, they're all saying yes, they've got more cases, but they're not having a big influx in deaths like they did with Delta. So, you know, that's one thing. But back to Boris. Obviously the Conservative government are making a bit of a hash of it, and it's now coming out obviously that they had little parties and get-togethers when we were all being told to stay in lockdown and separate ourselves from people that we don't meet on a day-to-day basis, you know, family members, that kind of stuff. But just remember one thing, because everyone seems to be getting het up about it and confusing the situation, that if the guy is a buffoon and his party are not doing as they are instructing us to do, it does not make it right for you to go and then be selfish, not wear a mask, you know, not social distance. You've got to look after yourself and your fellow man or woman the same as everyone else does. I wear a mask to protect you. I don't wear a mask to protect myself. So just because the people that decide what we should and shouldn't be doing can't manage it, doesn't mean that we have to be imbeciles as well. The amount of people I've spoke to coming into the shop, the majority of them are really, really good, and they'll wear face protection. But I've still got people coming in going, oh, I haven't got a mask. Well, get out then. I don't want to talk to you if you've not got a mask. It's a thing that's been going around now for nearly two and a bit years. COVID is here, and it's going to be here for a long time. So not being prepared and blaming it on the government being useless is a really, really sorry excuse. You'd just be proving to everyone else that you're as stupid as they are. So don't lose sight of what we're wearing masks for, why we're social distancing, why we're trying to protect others, elderly, fragile people. It's not because the government have told us to, it's because we're decent, intelligent people, and we're trying to look out for our fellow man or woman. If they can't manage it, don't be an idiot and be stubborn and say, well, if they're not doing it, I'm not doing it. If they want to risk each other's lives, that's up to them. But it doesn't give you the right to risk someone else's life because Boris is a fool. Something I want to get off my chest because it's something that's really bothering me, and the amount of people I see that are just being complacent and belligerent and stupid because the government can't sort themselves out. Doesn't mean that you have to. So you show them how it should be done. Don't follow in their footsteps, or, you know, refuse to do what they want you to do because they can't do it. It just shows you what lacking of a leader, or what lacks of a leader as Boris is. And yeah, business, Brexit, all of it is just, yeah, it's falling apart. And I think the whole hype that we're having at the minute with this Comic-Con virus is because he wants to detract away from the fact that all over the newspapers and the media is the fact that his party is falling into shambles and they can't arrange a piss up in a brewery. And I think that's why they're being so, you know, Omicron this and blah blah blah. It's because it detracts away attention from their stupidity. So I'm no scientist, I listen to what the scientists say, but I certainly don't pay attention to my Prime Minister telling me to do what I do. I do it because it's the right thing to do and it's the safe thing to do for somebody else. If they can't do it, that's their problem, it's not mine. But I'm not going to be that person who kicks up a fuss because I'm asked to wear a mask, and the one answer is, well, if the government ain't doing it, I ain't doing it. Don't be stupid, just protect somebody else. That's why we're doing it. I'm off to the shop, don't need breakfast this morning. I've taken the kids to school, so I had a bowl of cereal. We've got jobs coming in 10 minutes, traffic's busy. I'll see you in a bit. Happy Tuesday.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Morning everyone. Right, here we go. Look at this peach. So a very lovely 90. I think it's been done by the Chelsea Tractor Company officially. Really posh interior. Really nice touches like the leatherette on the dash and the stitching, pipe work. We've got a standard Alpine in here. We need to change it for a Pioneer. Going to do a flip out. Oh yeah, Chelsea Tractor Company, there we go. Yeah, putting a Pioneer flip out into this thing, DAB, Bluetooth, all of the fun stuff, all of the good bits. It's got some little wide arches on it. It is a really, really nice truck. It's an absolute gorgeous thing as far as these 90s go. It's got the little lights and everything. Sorry, 90s, keep calling it a 90, it's a 110. If you don't know what that means, 90 is that. 110 is the estate version, gives you a bit more at the back. But yes, this is very, very cool. We like it. I'm going to crack on, get the Pioneer inserted. I'll come back to you in a bit. No, I don't, unfortunately, but yours is a lot nicer. So there we go, Land Rover's done. Dash is just folding away. And then it will pull itself back out. There we go everyone. This one's done. So we've got our Pioneer in. Let me grab a torch. So there's our Pioneer, nice and neatly into the dash. Self-closing. We've got CarPlay and Android Auto and all the Pioneer stuff that goes with it as well. Dead cool. Right, on to the next one, see you in a bit. Let's finish this one for Den. Just turn that down. Turn them lights out. So he's now got colour changing interior. Had a bit of moonlighting in the in the 2 Series, but that looks cool. Goes through all the different colours. He loves it. Back to you in a bit. Right then everyone, so here's our 500. It's hooked up to my test bench, which is now running through my laptop, and we're going to do the setup for the Key 500. So we've unboxed it. First thing we're going to do is we've put power and ground into it. We've selected our low and high and whether we're using DC offset or not, and I've also adjusted the high pass and the low pass crossovers. We'll leave the bass boost for now, and then we are going to be starting by pressing the key button just here. We're going to wait for this light to come on here, and then we're going to adjust this gain knob until we get the light on, and then we've got to back it off until the gain light goes out. Then we press the key button once, that's the gain set. Then we move on to our sweep track. We press and hold the key button for 5 seconds until this light comes on, and then it will do some flashing as it's testing and whatever it needs to do, and then depending on how this light ends up is whether we've successfully set up the key or not. So we'll start with the gain match track. So let's play that one. Right, so we got our amp on. We started playing our gain match. So we're going to press and hold this button for 3 seconds. We get the flash, and then we're going to turn up, make sure we're on 3/4 volume. I'm going to turn this up. So we can see this activating here. So we're going to turn that down until that light goes out. Still on. Still on. There's our gain set. We're going to press that once. That's finished. Then we're going to switch to our sweep track. We're going to press and hold this for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Light comes on. We get a slow flash. Now this is working out the sweep track of the limitations of what this head unit is putting out, and then this is going to work out from this sound what corrections it needs to do. There we go. So that's done its correction. So it knows the sweep of what the head unit is capable of. Doesn't matter whether it's an aftermarket unit or an OE unit. It will then register everything that this unit can do, and then depending on how that light ends up will tell us whether we've got a good correction or a bad correction, or whether it's failed or whether it hasn't, whether everything is worked out, and we just let it do its thing. I'm doing this in real time so you can understand how long it should take. There we go, so the light's gone out, so it's doing its connection. So it's finished. So 2 flashes means corrections are off. 1 flash means corrections are on. And that's it. It's ready to go. So we leave it on because we want it to be correcting. And that's it, good to go. This is now set up, ready to play bass. Awesome. Then my dudes, we're going to call that mission accomplished today. Got it all done and extra. We had 2 jobs come back. We had the Renault Twingo that we did the other day, that come back in to have his steering control harness fitted. And I had to check out a problem with another car that wasn't a problem with another car. It was the car, not my stuff. So yeah, all in all, a blinding day. We got it all done, and we did the setup on the key, and I remembered, and we've got it all on video in real time, so you know how long it's going to be. Expect to kind of do what it needs to do. I've got a mountain of paperwork I need to take home for wifey. Phone's going mental. Let's just shut down upstairs. Oh, what a day. What a day it's been. Tomorrow, let's have a look at the old diary. 1,000,001 plug sockets later. Woo. Right, what we got tomorrow? We've got, get to the right day. Yeah, so we've got the CLC Mercedes coming in tomorrow for a Pioneer. Fascia kit, no, JVC fascia kit, CarPlay and Android Auto. And then we've got Phil coming in with a TT. He's having a Pioneer fascia kit. And then Thursday is the Barrera, the Alpha. Done. Go home. That's it. Right, I love you and leave you. See you bright and early in the morning for our little chat. Hope you're enjoying the content. I'm not sure what happened with the video there. I did see one of the guys commented saying that the video was only available in like a lower rent format, you know, of picture. Now you should, when you click on the video, be able to set what grade you want to watch your video at. I've just been watching it back and I can get it to 1080, so I can get it in HD. It may have been that when I uploaded it this morning it was still processing and it was just taking its time to get to the full HD, because that's how it works. Don't ask me why, it just does. But other than that, guys, we are done for a Tuesday. No snap on today, don't know what Jodie's doing. We have had some breakages, which I will need to catch up with him and get some stuff sorted. My purple pliers, I used these yesterday, as you can see. That's not very good for a pair of pliers. Yeah, they ain't gonna grip shit. So they need to be changed. That's obviously this one snapped, now that one's bent. Not super impressed with those, to be honest. They're weak. I used my new set today for the first time, my Blue Point set which we bought. So far so good. The only thing I would say is that the screwdriver bits that we've used, the edges of the metal has marred really badly already from just tightening up one screw. So I'm hoping that's not a sign that they're going to be really weak. But the length, to be fair, is really useful. It's like a little bit longer than a half and not as short as a quarter kind of thing. They're more like 3/4. What? But I'm going to stop rambling and shut up. I'll see you in the morning bright and early for our normal little chat on what the day has to offer. See you in the morning. Bye.
You told me you had subscribed to ASC Audio and now you've missed an episode. You told me you had subscribed to ASC Audio and now you've missed an episode.